little bit of a different layout than I had before. Give me a moment. I'm sorry, but have to make sure. Awesome. This will work better for me. Gotta make sure I'm comfortable, or else I won't be able to share what I need to share. All right, guys. So this might be too far. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay and see me okay as well. Yeah, I don't like this. So, my name is Bennie Charles. I am the founder of the Teach Me to Fish Effects community. I also go by the Forex Pastor. And I'm back with another inspirational video. I really want to get some things into your hearing and preferably help you to understand some things. Give me one moment. All right. Preferably help you guys to understand some things as well. I really want and need you guys to understand. Turn it down some. The market. So let's talk about the market. All right. So I have here GJ. I have to the left my workflow trading template. Okay. And to the right, I pretty much have a naked chart with 50 period exponential moving average. I'm gonna blow up the workflow template. Now, the workflow template, it is closely based off of, well, not closely. It's based off of, and it came about me attempting to make trading the market maker's method easy for individuals. Okay. The market maker's method was originated, or as far as I know, by Steve Morrow. All right. He had an extensive career trading Forex. He had the opportunity to be mentored by, what we would consider market makers, the big banks, the institutions, the hedge funds, institutions, who pretty much have the capital to dump money in any market, whether it's Forex, crypto, stock, indices, futures, metals, chickens, whatever. They have the capital. They have enough capital to move the market in the direction that they want, or that they so will it to. All right. Through my research and understanding, with the public's ability to, or rather, the public's ability to trade Forex came about in the mid 90s. um, when you know, the internet hit its big boom, and you know, personal computers were becoming, you know, more and more affordable. Early to mid 90s, you know, this was going on, and so of course these individuals, they saw that they could make money off of the retail trader. Uh, you know, with us not knowing and understanding anything about the three pillars that I push: market structure, market cycle, and market manipulation. Um, I kind of got lost. So, oh yeah, we were talking about Steve Morrow. So, you know, he introduced, as far as I know, he introduced this generation to the market makers method. All right, kind of giving us some insight into how the market maker actually work, and how they use the market uh, to take money from us, mainly with uh, fear tactics. You know, like even now, I'm in a trade, um, and it spiked down and it was going in my direction. When I first started recording, I wasn't streaming yet, but when I first started recording, I think it got up to like $300 or $400. Um, but that's besides the point. It's all relative based on, you know, your lot size. But the main thing that I want to come to you guys, and I want you guys to understand, is what actually moves the market. All right, and who actually moves the market, and why they move the market. All right, even with the market makers method, even with any strategy, any insight, it's all done to make money. All right, it's all done to make money. The market is manipulated. If you don't know that, if you have never heard me say that, if you never heard anyone else say that, the market is manipulated. Okay, and um, give me 1 second. But yeah, I need to respond to text. I'm sorry, guys. But I prefer to stream instead of. But anyway, the market is manipulated, and they do it to make money. Right? That's why anyone does anything. Right? We do it to make money. All right? We do it to make money. And I shouldn't say we do it to do anything, but we do it to make money. But all right. And so it's done to make money. So with that being said, you have to understand what moves the market. All right. What, or rather, who moves the market and what they use to move the market. All right. They're gonna use news. They're gonna use um, any type of country conditions. Um, any type of condition that may drive fear in order to wait you out or to scare you to take your money. So, but when the market moves, and while they're moving the market, all right, it's moved based off of not even supply and demand. All right, and yeah, not even supply and demand, but it's all about accumulation and distribution um, areas. All right, and so now this is my personal opinion based off of the research that I've done and the individuals that I consider to be mentors and really professionals or just individuals who they know Forex like crazy. Nowadays most what happens and what is pushed when it comes to Forex or any type of trading and investing is a strategy. All right. Very seldomly will you find individuals who are or who will educate us on the interweaving of like investing. All right, why does it do this? Why does it do that? Um, and I'm a student of it, and I love it. And so even with the market makers method, although it's a good scalping method that can translate into um, a swing trading method, it is just the tip of the iceberg. And so I want to show you guys for example, all right, with the market makers method, just the intraday strategy. All right, we have our accumulation period, which is typically the Asian session. All right, and then we'll have a trending period, which is typically the London session, right? And within that trending period, there are fake outs. There's typically a fake out that takes place, all right? And so we may approach that with what's called the London breakout strategy, which is fine, in and of itself. But after that trending phase, we then go back into a accumulation phase, if you will, right? Or just a consolidation phase, rather. And then we get another trend move, okay? And so I want to show you guys something, all right? Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit, all right? And I want you to really understand that how the market it really moves. All right. You see this red area right here? This red area is for the template that I created. And when I say I created this template, I have no shame with admitting that no, I did not like hand code um, these indicators or anything like that. But what I did was I found free open source indicators, all right, and I compiled them together to help myself and the community members of the Teach Me the Fish Effects trading community to be able to better understand trading the market maker method and more preferably trading my workflow trading strategy. Okay, all right, and so that's what we have here. But what we have here is we have the Asian session, this period of consolidation where there was no large movement to really make a large profit. And then when we came out of this, when we came out of it, it really is. I considered it to be an accumulation phase. But when we came out of this consolidation time, all right, the London breakout happened. Okay, we really didn't get much of a fake here, but we got the London breakout. It happened, but look at what took place. All right, it hit this area of distribution. All right, so I know that a more elementary, I consider it to be elementary term would be supply area. All right, um, it hit this distribution area, and then it came down first leg of the M. Okay, this fixed so you guys can see that. And I don't know what color you might work. Maybe magenta. Alright. It made the first leg of the M. Okay. Came down here. Ultimately came up here. And it made the second leg of the M. Okay. Now, this is the intraday strategy for the market maker's method. But you see that it hit again this area of supply or distribution. And so really, if you're trading the market maker's method, keep that in mind. Look for your areas of, if you want to call them supply and demand, that's fine. We can call them supply and demand, but there's a greater picture that's out there, a larger school of thought that really it's being worked off of like nothing less than a weekly chart, right? But keep that in mind when you're trading the market maker's method, all right? And if you need some help in trading the market maker's method, okay, again, that is what the Teach Me to Fish FX trading community is for, all right? There are other great trading communities out there, but I will tell you that I'm biased, but there is none like the Teach Me to Fish FX trading community. And there probably is, but because it's the community that I created and that I'm attempting to grow, I want you to know that I'm hands-on with you guys. Okay, you can message me. I'm your everyday guy. I haven't arrived. I make mistakes and things of that nature, but I have become profitable trading, or I am profitable trading in the Forex market, as well as trading crypto, trading stocks, trading the different the different tradable elements or assets that the various ECN brokers will allow us to trade. I like Hugo's way simply because it does give me opportunity to trade not only Forex but crypto, metals, indices, futures, fuel. So that's just one of them. That's just one that I like. You may know of another. You may like another. And so, learning the market maker's method, and I had a subscriber who I understand that we have a difference of opinion, but learning it is not hard. All right, especially when you have someone who does not mind taking the time to actually, show you how to trade the market maker's method. All right. So you can learn this, but even in going into that, you have to be able to understand that whenever you're trading Forex or any of these things, it's really it's moved by accumulation and distribution, or supply and demand. All right. That's why sometimes your support and resistance gets blown out of the water. That's why even sometimes your supply and demand gets blown out of the water, because there is a bigger picture. All right, and I promise you that bigger picture is accumulation and distribution, and I go over this in detail in the training in our trading community. But if you have that understanding that at least having that understanding, so I'm approaching a supply and demand area. Okay, now let me start applying my knowledge. All right. Let that be number one, supply and demand, or preferably accumulation and distribution. Let that be your first thought. Okay. Let that be your first thought. um, I'm sorry. I'm watching gold. Let me see. So let that be your first thought. All right. And so I like the market maker's method. All right, because it does give you opportunity to, again, scalp and swing trade if you know how to do it. And that's really what I push. I push trading off of nothing less than the 4 hour and sometimes the 1 hour. Okay. I know I'm not the originator of that thought. Okay. But I've seen the benefits of it because you're slowing the market down. For me, that's the happy medium between waiting for a daily, waiting for a weekly, and being tossed back and forth when it comes to like the lower time frames, your 15 minutes and 5 minutes and 1 minute. I go through seasons. I go through my seasons of I don't feel like waking up 2 in the morning, 2:45, 3 o'clock. Waiting for this setup, and so majority of the time, I should say, swing trading. But excuse me. Every now and then, I will jump in and scout because I also do live trading sessions with my community members, and to help them to build their accounts faster. Sometimes people they really get an adrenaline rush from grabbing 30 pips, grabbing 30 pips during London session and 30 more during New York, and maybe grabbing 10, between 10 to 20 more, towards the end of the day, and it just kind of helps their trading morale when they're able to make more, and make it more consistently. Again, I prefer the 4 hour, but I will, in those seasons that, hey, I just want to, get that adrenaline rush and, grabbing pips. I'll do that. But with anything any strategy that you trade, keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. I'm more of a technical trader because I understand the manipulation of the market, and so I'm not like that much of an analytical trader, all right, or a fundamental trader. I do look at news and things of that nature to say, hey, okay, the market makers are getting ready to do their thing, so I'm not going to be in the market on an intraday level, like 15-minute time frame, trying to scalp or anything like that. But hey, if I find a setup on the daily, on the 4 hour, on the weekly, then I'm going to go for it. Trying to see if we're going to get, just going to give me my 30 pips. But have that understanding. No matter what your strategy is, understand that this market is being moved by what you may call supply and demand. The bigger picture is accumulation and distribution. be honest with you, and I guess you can like let this be an alert. GJ is on its midweek reversal. All right. So today's Wednesday though. So we have NFP coming up, and so if you're going to trade the market makers method, you may want to consider ending your trading on tomorrow, or sometime you can find the setup just before NFP is released. Just grab what you can grab, wait for NFP to pass. But I know, for instance, here, let's go to the daily chart. Alright, I know that, here, let's go to right now, the weekly, we are in a downtrend. You guys see this? So, just think, if you caught this up here, let's be realistic, you may not have caught that here, but you may have. And I shared this with my team not too long ago, but Jay Wayne, he actually recently did a video publicly on trend lines. And I'm no one to endorse him or anything like that, but I totally agree with him. I actually commented on his video, and I told him that I think that keeping it simple, or rather any strategy, will adapt to keeping it simple. All right, and so when you have these strategies and things of that nature, understand that simple support resistance will work when it comes to trending, as far as trend lines. Again, ultimately, you gotta think about supply and demand. Okay. I really like doing it or drawing with the wicks, but when you have like these areas of consolidation like this, these areas of consolidation, you consider that to be
then I'ma keep getting paid. This Forex lifestyle got it locked down. I keep the food on the plate. I got that big boat on the leg. You know I be chilling. I gotta meditate.
Not just simply drawing
the wrong move. We'll get your account A.
Support
for a big
and
family. We big stacking. You too late. You trying to fund your account again. No discipline. You only chase. I sit back and I wait. Whatever it takes. Cause patience is action. I be on live calling out big trades. Them demo profits you flash. I gotta make the break. I got a few moves to make.
But the market,
I got a dream to change. London, keep them trades.
See how this was created?
London, keep them trades.
It broke it, and came back and retested it here. And it kept shooting down. So just think this with GJ. Maybe we catch it here, and we're on this side of this kind of move. So whoever possibly caught this here, and they're still holding it, currently right now, they're at roughly 5,200 plus pips. Okay. That's why I keep my faith in God and not that money I make. The total potential move was about 7,200 plus pips. So just think if we're here and we're on this side of that kind of move. We may or may not be, because you can kind of see an uptrend that's going here. And so you never know, it may be bound, it may come down and test the trend line here, come back up, test the trend line, just kind of ride that slow wedge all the way out. Could break out to the upside or the downside. But even if we try and bring it down a little bit, and we kind of see this area where price came up into this area and it hasn't been back yet. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, just keep it simple.
50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills.
And basically what this tells me is that the market makers were building up to this point, right? Building price to go up, right? So that they can get a greater value of when they start to sell it off. And it looks like they're selling it off, right here. We have a little rejection here in this area. Let me turn that down, sorry guys. And the week's not done, so it's not 100%. So it could have came down and bouncing back from this area. But you guys can see how even here, like this was an area that price came down. Price did what? Here, let's do it like this. Price came down to this area right here, and it jumped back up. Got a little bit of momentum, or the market makers, they manipulated price to push through that, right? To sell that off here, to bring that momentum down here, to now to be able to buy it at a lower price here. And now they're pushing price up. But even then, any trading strategy will adapt to keeping it simple. This is based off of the weekly. I'm sorry, I have a persistent cough from when I was sick. But this is even based off of the weekly, where this trend line was being respected, and now seemingly it's been broken, right? And so again, it created this area of supply or distribution, right? It's coming from this area of accumulation or demand, right? Shot up here, maybe it's bouncing back here. See, just keep it any trading strategy. It doesn't matter what your trading strategy is. So this is no secret, guys. This is no secret. It's simple. Drawing trend lines, okay, and being patient. That's a long time to wait, So again, that's why I like the 4 hour. I like the daily, so I'm not waiting as long, but we have these opportunities. But we can see again where you can go to the weekly. We can check out the monthly. Let's check out the monthly. Um, and you can see, okay, yeah, these areas are being respected, off of the monthly. But mainly, the market makers, they mainly look at the weekly, and I go through that training as well, and I share with you reasons why. Um, I call it the 99.9% strategy, right? Because there's always that 0.1% of our error, our human error, me included, where I kind of go over and show you guys how we can be on the same page with the market makers, right? But I don't mean to ramble on. I've been going for a long time. Yeah, I'm sorry. But you guys that are watching, I hope this helps you even with your trading strategy. All right. Again, there's no secret, about the market maker's method, or anything like that. It is what it is.
If you ain't trading, what is you doing? I guess you love trading your time for dollars. But just know that time is our most valuable.
It is what it is. It's been out there for a while. Again, I've adapted my strategy from it. I like to use it again, to show to show individuals the power of Forex, and then further showing them the power of further knowledge or deepening their knowledge in the game of Forex. All right, so we're looking pretty good. Again, the workflow trading template. It works very well with finding. Let's put on the 4 hour. And I know it's kind of a lie here because I kind of have the Fibonacci and all that up there, but it helps you to identify like the midweek reversals. You drop down to the hour, you're gonna be able to find more opportunities. But I like to trade on the 4 hour for better, just to slow the market down. That's really what you want. You want to be able to slow the market down. You want to be able to live life. And some individuals, they may prefer to scalp. They only may prefer to scalp. But I just think that it's good to be able to slow the market down, and make your money that way. But to each his own. But just trading off of the 4 hour using the workflow template, it helps. Let's see. I want to get this off of here. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying not to cough. All right, let's get over that. But it helps you to be able to identify like your midweek reversals if you're trading like the 4 hours. All right, and these golden squares, these are my exhaustion levels. And so whenever these pop up, there's other rules for you to follow, but whenever they pop up, you basically what's being identified is market structure. Okay. And then now it's up to you to apply your knowledge about market cycle, and market manipulation to get into the trade. But the other indicators that I have, they help with you being able to identify when you need to pull the trigger. Like how I was able to identify when I needed to pull the trigger on the market maker's method on this intraday level. All right. Now, when you have all these indicators on here, like I'm really an advocate for not allowing the indicator to solely develop your decision to when to enter the market and when to exit the market. That should be all done here, just like the whole analogy with the mind versus the calculator. All right, we appreciate the calculator, but it's more beneficial for us to be able to work the problem out in our minds, because that calculator can malfunction. Right? These indicators, they repaint. Right? There are indicators that repaint, like the exhaustion, even the exhaustion levels that I'm talking about. They repaint. The arrows, they're self-correcting, if you will. All right. They don't repaint. So once an arrow is painted, it stays there. However, if the market decides to do something different, like if I zoom in here, where a down arrow painted here, but the next candle it painted up. So again, you can't base your trading your trading can't be solely based off of using these indicators. You have to have the knowledge of market structure, market cycle, market manipulation. That is what I do. Teach me the FisherFX trading community. I'm hands-on, and I show you guys, and if you go through the training, you can, again, I want to emphasize, you can learn this within 24 hours. All right, you can learn it, and because I'm hands-on, that's why I can stand behind that. If you have questions, I do the live trading sessions, so you can have that understanding, and possibly be profitable within 24 hours, depending on the market conditions. All right, that's in a perfect world, and I understand that, and I want you to understand that. But it's not hard. I'm a pastor, so I believe in encouraging individuals. So I want you to know it's not hard. I want you to know that you can do it. I want you to know that you can reclaim your power and ability to gain wealth. And I do believe that that's a blessing that has been given to mankind by God. If you believe something totally different, that's fine, but that's my belief, and that's what's working for me. So I know we may have a difference of, some individuals may have a difference of opinion, but this stuff is not, learning the concept is not hard. The hard part is being patient, right? Even sometimes I'm not patient. I jump in the market when I shouldn't have jumped in the market. I jump out when I shouldn't jump out, right? So that's the hard part. It's developing the patience to be able to execute, all right? Because sometimes we can be so excited, or we need to make money, all right? And we can just be impatient, right? Again, that's the hard part. But I think with us helping one another, our other trading communities, your Trader X's, your Jay Waynes, your Leo Williams, your Super Easies, your Yusuf Scotts, just all those guys. All right, if we work together as a community of traders, we can help better like other generations. So, and that's one thing you're not gonna find with me. Like, you're not gonna find beef. I may be opinionated here and there, but you're not gonna find beef. I don't mind shouting out the other individuals that I see out here that are doing well, other individuals that I glean from. I'm a part of so many other Forex groups because I like being a part of that community, right? And so I'm I just love doing it. Right? I'm to the point in my trading career that I don't need to pay for anyone else's course or anything like that. But again, I love being a part of these different communities, right? Being a part of, because listen, no one understands trading Forex like Forex traders, right? Our families don't understand, all right? They don't understand why, sometimes we get up early and we get up late, we're looking at our phones and things of that nature, but it's, they see the benefit, but, they may not totally understand it, but they see the benefit. And so, but it's only another Forex trader is going to understand, like, why we do what we do, why we're so engrossed in it. And so that's why I love being a part of the community. That's why I wanted to create my own community. I didn't want to create a MLM, all right? I didn't want to do all that. So we're not an MLM or anything like that. We're just a community of traders who love trading and helping one another to be profitable in trading. So, all right, guys, I think I rambled on long enough. I hope maybe that something was said that kind of triggered something. I even hope that maybe, something I said, you may want to check out the community that I'm providing, and you may want to come and be a part of that. So feel free to head over to the teachmetofisheffects.com to sign up. I have a free level. It just basically teaches you the basics of Forex, being able to use the software, and also you'll be able to walk away with a decently profitable strategy, or an okay profitable strategy. Yeah, so you can head over there, but again, kind of late with doing this, but always remember the disclaimer. Only trade with money that you can afford to lose. All right, whatever that amount is, whether it's $20, $2,000, whatever the amount is. Only trade with money that you are able to lose. Understand that past performance is not indicative of future profits. All right. Understand that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an individual who trades Forex. Do pretty well. I'm profitable. My family benefits from me trading Forex. Am I a Forex millionaire? No. Have I arrived? No. Am I still on my journey? Yes. But I'm far enough on my journey to where I can help individuals cut out the learning curve and get in and start making money with Forex. You guys see that right now I'm currently in profit, $900+, and the market is steadily going, and my phone is going off with other pairs. That's also another thing with the template that I have. I show you how to, there's nothing special. I don't think it's anything special, but it's very helpful. I show you how to activate your push notifications, how to set your chart up to make sure you're only getting the notifications that we look for, okay? So that way you can be out doing your own thing. Like for instance, excuse me. It stopped. I was going to show you the notification, but we're at $1,000 now. I started this particular account with 3,000. All right, I've only been trading since the 3rd. Okay, it's the 5th, so a total of 3 days. You know, the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th of trading. I do have 1, 2, 3 losses out of 1, 2, 3 of my trades. So far, we're up $1,100 plus, not to mention the 900 plus that we're at now. Let me see. Right now, I have a trailing stop, and the trailing stop has me at a guaranteed $500, so that's not bad. We're at 1,000, so we could, take the 1,000. But there's always opportunity. Opportunity will always present itself if we're patient enough for it to present itself. So we're gonna rock this out. Right now, I have a 30 pip trailing stop, and GJ is just doing its thing. It's showing out. It's showing out. Again, I believe it's a part of the midweek reversal, and they're also preparing and setting things up for NFP. All right, so you guys can see the notifications that's popping out. And so what's going on is every time my trailing stop is going down, I'm getting a notification about that order. And I just showed you guys my account number. I do not like doing that. But all is well. All is well. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, guys, whatever strategy you're using, understand. Beyond support resistance, beyond trend lines, yes, those things are helpful. Beyond supply and demand, yes, those things are helpful. It's all about accumulation and distribution. All right. It's all about higher time frames. We can benefit on the lower time frames, but if you really want to know what's going on, how it works, higher time frames, accumulation, distribution. If you'd like to learn more, all right, more in depth, feel free to head over to the teachmetofisheffects.com. Sign up on either the Pro Trader membership level, or sign up on the Market Beater level. The difference is Pro Trader, you get all of the training, you get access to the Facebook group and the Zooms, the live Zooms, and then the Market Beater, you get all of that, and then you also get access to one-on-one mentorship with myself. So feel free to head over and do that and sign up. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to let this run. I'm not going to take profit this time in this video, but I'll just let this run. But right now, ending this, we're at a $624.98 profit. If the market goes back against us, so we're up. I can't see that. My wife is right. I need glasses. We're up 55 and a half, 56 pips on this current trade. What I was gonna say. Never mind. I don't know what I was gonna say, but all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out. I've been rambling on, but again, I hope that this video helped you in some sort of way. I appreciate you if you stuck with me this long and you watched it. Again, I hope that you found some value. Please feel free to subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Please feel free to like, comment, share your thoughts, and definitely feel free to head over and join us at the community. All right, guys, that is it for me for the time being. Maybe in a later video you'll kind of get an update on this trade, but again, are in profit for $600+, and so it's decent, but we're gonna see how much we can get. All right, guys. Until next time, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And happy pip fishing. Bye bye.